Good morning, guys. Big Rich here with Ohio Fish Rescue, and today we're waiting on an important delivery of a big red-tailed catfish from UPS. Now, it's not at the door. It's not here. We're waiting. So let's go look at some fish, and we'll come back and keep checking. Okay, an hour later, still nothing. We're still waiting. Okay, the UPS guy showed up, and we hurried up and carried it back here, and we immediately opened it up. And the UPS guy wanted to make sure that it was okay, too. So we open it up, we rip open this, rip open the next one, Brock. Still another one. Oh no. Oh, he did not make it. He is done for. Oh no, he's still moving. He's still moving. All right, good. Okay. Well, we hurried up and ripped it open and then ran him in. We did not acclimate. We put him in plop and drop because he looked dead. He did not move. And he, being a red-tailed catfish, just might make it. He's doing good now. We thought he was dead. We walked away from the box. The UPS guy said, I'm sorry, blah, 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 everything else. And when we come back to the box, I went to pick him up out of there to, dispose of the body. And here, he moved a little bit. So Brock, thank you, Brock, grabbed him and ran to the fish room here and plopped him in here. And he looks 100% better already. Look at that. He may have just made it. He couldn't have been sitting in that box. That box was empty of water.
Apparently, yeah.
He couldn't have been sitting in there for any longer of a time.
Half of them was sticking out of it.
Oh my God, that poor fish. But yay, a happy ending. I can't believe it. Now mind you, the UPS office from Columbus called me this morning at 8 o'clock and said, did the fish make it okay? I'm like, what fish are you talking about? I knew one was coming at noon, and they said, well, we got one in yesterday to the Ohio Fish Rescue, and it was all the water was leaking out, and we repackaged it as best we could, and we're all sitting here wondering if he made it. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so nice of you people. Thank you so much. Such sweet people that are just go up and above at their daily job, just because they care. That's awesome. So then we're sitting here waiting, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And by noon, it did show up. And the post UPS driver here said, I saw that it was live fish, so I decided to make that one of my first stops, an early stop, instead of waiting until the end of the day. Because normally this is my route for the end of the day. So I thanked him for that. It's just there's 3 different people now, plus the original senders. There's 4 different people that are, of course, us as the 4th, that are involved in keeping this fish alive for that shipping. That was amazing. If one of those people wouldn't have cared, that fish would have definitely been dead. I thought he was already dead. Come on out here and I'll show you the packaging. I mean, the UPS workers didn't know. I don't know what the original packing looked like, but when that lady called me from UPS and said, we saw him come in, we repackaged him as best as we could, and there is a hard plastic or something
no styrofoam
box, but these are definitely not fish bags. They look like clear trash bags, but it served its purpose. This is how much water was in there. This much water left. So 1.5 inches of water. His whole body was out of the water. But it worked.
So you can even see the bottom of the bags in there just sticking through the bottom.
Yeah. So it worked. So thank you everybody involved. Thank you UPS for going up and above and caring. Thank you for the other UPS worker. Thanks for Brock for grabbing him and running. Geez. So they did mark live fish on the new box and everything. So good job, everybody.
Don't drop.
Amazing. I can't believe it. I was so let down and heartbroken, and I'm thinking I got to tell the owners that didn't make it. And I went to remove it, to dispose of the body. We bury everything out back. And he started moving. I'm like, no way, because I touched him on his side and pushed him like 3 times, and he was just like non-responsive. He did not move. I moved him over like 3 inches, and nothing, no movement whatsoever. And that's when I decided he was gone. But wow. So as I'm doing this video, Rock ran back outside to the UPS driver and catching him because he was like 2 houses down across the street. And he ran down and he's like, it's alive, it's alive. He's all excited. But this is our new guy. And he made the shipping. That's so iffy, you know, shipping bigger fish. But let me see his breathing. He's not really breathing that fast. He's definitely taking big breaths, but I've seen him stress harder other fish. So let's leave him alone and see how he does. He seems like he's fine, and he's going to be fine if he don't get sick. Because, you know, anytime that, like, you get stressed out, you know, you end up getting sick. You go outside in your bare feet in the winter, you're thinking you're, you know, ha ha, look everybody, I'm walking in the snow, and you wake up in the morning, you got a cold, you know. Stress lowers your natural body's fighting off the bacteria process. So that's when the bacteria can take over. So he might, you know, get sick from this point on as a result of this. There's a lot of things that happen during, you know, stress levels. So we're going to leave him alone. Brock, go ahead and close that door. And we'll leave him in the darkness here. And we'll go on about our life. Oh, here's the pacu that came in. He's doing good. Now, see, here's the story. See that red on the bottom of the pacu? That is a red belly pacu. But when they get about 13 to 15 inches, he's about 12, 13 now. When they get that size, as soon as they get any bigger, they lose the red. And then they have the dark black on the side and then the light black on the top side. And they lose that red. So now, every time I get a call, you know, hey, I have the black pacu for you. And I'm like, really? What color is it? And everybody's usually like, well, duh, he's black. And I have to explain to everybody, no. What you have is a red belly pacu that lost his red belly as he grew. They turn black like that. An actual black pacu is over here. We have, and they're an actual olive green color with black trim. Let me see if I can find one here. Oh, here's one right here. See how it's all green? And then his whole bottom side is black. Green and black. That is a black pacu, and they get way bigger than the gray pacus, or the red belly pacu, which is right here. See how that's a grayish black? No red belly. So let's learn a little something here. Let's check in on the Stingray having the babies. I don't see no babies yet, but look at that. Look at that big old hump. Gee, preggers. Come on, guys. Let me get a video here. Look at that. That's amazing. Look how big that is. She's going to have 4 or 5 at least. But being her first time, usually they only have 1 or 2, but she's huge. That's a big area. I come out here every day and I look for baby stingrays, waiting for it to happen. I'm gonna be so damn excited. I'll probably forget the video and be jumping up and down and oh, sheesh. So, oh, Brock's here again. Would you like to pet the?
Not today.
Not today, huh? He says, not today, folks.
He's getting a little bit bigger.
Right. You learned your lesson from last time, huh?
Look how big he's getting.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely gotten bigger. But have you seen the new guy that come in? This is Seals. There he is right there.
Stick your finger in front of that guy.
No. Let me find something I can stick down there by him. Okay, this is a glass washer. Here you go, buddy. Come on. Oh, poor guy. Now I gotta get him some food. I feel bad.
He wants pellets.
Yeah, grab him a handful of pellets. Poor guy. I made him snap, and there was no food. He's beautiful, though. Brock went to get him some pellets. Put it right above his nose and drop it. Keep your hands away from him. Drop. There you got a mouthful. He's going to suck up the rest, too. Look at all that red on him.
He's lively.
Oh, yeah. They get to be a certain size, and then they stop moving so much. Like, both Brutus and Bruiser, used to hit the water like that. Like they're starving to death. And then after they got a certain size, they stopped doing that. They just kind of like mosey around, and I'm too big for that shit.
They're living like kings in here. They don't need to, need to have all that energy now.
Right. There goes. That's the little one. That's Bruiser. Where's Brutus? I think that's him over there, ain't it? Do you see the big guy?
It's Brutus. Brutus right there.
Oh, Brutus is right there.
Let's see if he does it.
He won't do it.
He hasn't done it recently, but he's done it a couple times for me.
You gotta wait till he's up close to the top. He'll do it.
No.
See, he made a liar out of me. Look at his redness. It's growing on him, too. Look at that. Okay, so now while we're waiting to check on that fish, see how he's doing, I want to show you guys, we cleaned up out here. We got everything put away and almost all the tanks gone. We got a few tanks left over there. But someone made a ridiculous comment on my last video about where we were cleaning the riding lawnmower and the dirt bike, getting the mud off. See, what they don't understand is I've talked extensively with community service, and I know what I'm allowed and not allowed to have them do. If it's anything for the rescue, like we were cleaning out this whole thing under here. And if you remember, last week was up in the 90s, high 90s. It was 96 degrees that day. Everybody was sweating to death. So what we did was we were cleaning out under here. Now, we got everything back, but all this was covered in tables and stuff to put away. And we put it all away in these tubs up here, okay? So we took the bike out, which is covered in mud. And we took the riding lawnmower out covered in mud. And I figured it'd be a good idea in the middle of the day of that 96 degree day to go ahead and wash them up. And we did, and it really made everything nicer, and everybody was a lot happier, and everybody had gotten misted, and maybe some wet and this and that, and it made the day a lot better day. So people want to get into my business and saying I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that. Know what you're talking about first. I am on a very good situation with community service. I will not lose community service. It's a great program. I like it. I rinsed that off. They wiped it off. I rinsed it off some more. And that was it. That was a 10, 15 minute thing in the middle of the day. But we had to clean off everything to put it back here clear. We got all the shelves up. We got one more shelf and two more brackets to put up across here. But I got to cut it in around this pipe so it fits in there. And then, I've got the forklift on charge. It's coming out next. The bike's not going to stay there. Forklift's going to go right here next to the riding lawnmower. That'll leave the whole rest of the area, and the bike will go right this way next to that. That leaves the whole rest of the area for the 2,000 gallon tank. We can get it going now. So it's that time. We've been cleaning and doing things and putting everything away. So now that this is cleared off and we get everything away from here, I got to cut the bottom of this material, and then I'm going to actually make it like a sleeve. And we're going to use Skylar's sewing machine and cut a hole, like, I don't know what you're going to call it in there, a hem in there, about so far up, but cover it with magnets. The magnets will stick to the bottom and hold the bottom down. So we got to do that yet. Let me see, we got everything else clean. So let's go back in and check on the fish. It's been about, I don't know, half hour, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. No, he's still swimming around. He's like, good, fresh water, awesome. So, in other words, he ain't laying there and turning upside down or nothing like that. He made it past the bad ordeal. Now, if he just don't get sick, we'll be okay. Look at this guy. And the big sturgeons are in there. And this guy. Look at, you're as white as can be, buddy. The baby sturgeons are still down there. There's 3 white ones. Albino sterlets. The prunes are looking real nice now that they're getting their body full. I watched Josh's video, and he gave you a nice tour of that tank and this tank. So I'm just going to show you other fish while doing all the stuff I do around here. Look at that albino lung. Look at his foot had gotten bit off, and it grew back in like a second piece growing on there, like a plant would. That's pretty neat. But nobody's messing with him no more. Look how long his arms are. He's doing good. Have him in a tank full of fish that nobody messes with him? That's nice. Got the big Jardini in there. He don't even mess with him. This is one guy I wish would grow and eat more. He's about 2 years old now, and he's just skinny. He eats, but he only takes a piece and then goes and hides in the corner and eats it. And then that's it. He never comes out for more. I wish I could get him to eat more. Now these guys, they just keep eating. Look at that big fat belly. Look at them guys. And see, that's normal that's about the same length. Look how big around, like double the body width of this guy. And they're about the same length. You may even be a little longer. There's another one. See how double the body size. Just sometimes you get a fish that just don't want to eat. I can't wait till she pops. Let me zoom in on that. You can definitely see the babies in there now. Other rays are like this. Their head is a round part. Not on her. Her head's round, and back here you got the second round part. Them are the babies stacked on top of each other like little pancakes, stack of pancakes. And if you watch right here on this side and that side, you'll see the babies fluttering, moving their disc. They're ready. She's going to have a baby soon. I don't know if they'll all come out albino. We'll see. We're all waiting. We're waiting on you, Mama. Okay, guys, it's about 3 o'clock. It's getting to be the end of the day. Fish is doing great. I wanted to come out here and show you, the gazebo. The roof's done. We're getting ready to dig the ground and put the last little bit of cement in the corner there so we can screw the gazebo down. But that's all done. So Brock's here. We got Jerry here. And now I just told Jerry that whole story because he missed all the commotion. But, it's kind of rough. You always hear these horror stories of, the shipping companies just leaving them and, all these horror stories.
It on the porch or doing something nasty or calling you and saying, we can't deliver it.
Right. So.
Around on the conveyor belt.
Right.
Now, you don't know where you're going to find fishy people, man. These people had to have some fish in their families or they wouldn't have done this.
Well, they were just generally caring human beings. Yeah, if it wasn't for the driver saying, well, I saw a live fish, so I decided to do this side of town first. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here until 6 p.m. tonight.
That makes him a fishing person.
Yes, it does indeed. And if it wasn't for the lady at the UPS station in Columbus deciding to, I picked up boxes from the airport or from post or, shipping companies before where the fish was already dead and it's just sitting there and the box was all wet and the people just left it, So, this lady at the Columbus UPS, fixing the box for us and, putting some water in there and doing all that. If it wasn't for any one of these set of people that cared about this fish, that fish would not have made it today.
Makes them a fishy people.
Yes, that's
each a month membership.
Well, I called the lady back in Columbus and told them that, you are going to be talked about on our, fishy story tomorrow on our video. So, it's on YouTube and, you can go there and you don't have to join or nothing like that. You can just watch the video. And she's all excited. She's all excited to see how the fish came out. And, because I videoed where I thought it was dead.
I'll give her a free tour, and I promise not to push her in the predator pond.
Okay, way to go. So, guys, that's how you stay fishy. So, till next time, stay fishy, my friends.